Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the analyst Robert Leach, and welcome to your 6th episode of PWA's free match series here online. We've got quite a treat for you today as we go back to the Grand Wrestling Spectacle number 8, May 12th, 2018. The opening match, a tag team title contest, introducing first, of course, the challengers, HaTtA and Cardini. The Carnival making their way to the ring, accompanied by Veronica Payne. These two have been running roughshod through PWA at this point since 2016. 2 years the Carnival had been in active competition. Cardini, a Pinfall Academy graduate. HaTtA has been around since the very first Grand Wrestling Spectacle. And of course, HaTtA and Cardini always been a cohesive unit. They've always been such great competitors inside of the ring as a tag team unit. They were the PWA Tag Team Champions starting at Grand Wrestling Spectacle in 2017 and lost the titles later that year to Attitude Inc.
Attitude Inc. For the last several months since you won those titles back in September of last year, you ran away and got self-disqualified. Not like a true champion, not like true champions that fight to keep their titles. So, with this being the Grand Wrestling Spectacle, I feel like it's time for a grand stipulation to make sure that you guys can't run away and get yourself DQ'd like little bitches that you are. So, let's make this a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Wow. The challenge being thrown out there by Cardini. This will be a Falls Count Anywhere tag team title match. The Carnival ready for action. Tag team competition, HaTtA and Cardini ready to go against the current PWA Tag Team Champions. Oh, take a look there, Stephanie King. Stephanie King with a grand introduction for the Grand Wrestling Spectacle. You see the lights are out. You see the silhouettes in the curtain. Here they come, the tag team champions, Guy Smith and Spencer Powers, Attitude Inc. Two of the greatest legends in Springfield, Illinois, Central Illinois wrestling history. Guy Smith and Spencer Powers both around since the early 2000s. Guy Smith has been in the business for 20 years now. Spencer Powers, I believe, a little bit shorter of a time than that. An absolutely fantastic duo. Two former PWA heavyweight champions. Guy Smith holding the title 3 different times. Spencer Powers holding the title once, but he had racked up victories against Guy Smith at a time where they weren't quite the cohesive unit with each other. And even racking up victories against names such as the WWE Hall of Famer Cowboy Bob Orton. Attitude Inc. and the Carnival ready for Falls Count Anywhere action. Let's take this thing to the ring. Oh, and wait a second, Attitude Inc. attacking the Carnival early on in this matchup before the ring introductions are even complete. This Falls Count Anywhere match is underway. I mean, we've got 4 different guys fighting, able to fight anywhere around this building, even outside of the building if they wanted to. And Cardini sending Spencer Powers into the apron there as Guy Smith and HaTtA on the other side of the building fighting each other, throwing heavy lumber. And HaTtA with a huge headbutt to the forehead of Guy Smith. And now Cardini sending Spencer Powers into the ring post. Oh, and HaTTA's, it looked like Cardini had that mallet over there with Spencer Powers, using that as a weapon. And HaTTA taking care of Guy Smith on the bleachers here. And a forearm from Cardini to Spencer Powers. HaTTA missed the cannonball onto Guy Smith on the bleachers, and it looks like Spencer Powers has done something to capitalize against Cardini as Guy Smith stomping away on the bleachers. Oh, and there's that purple chair. And Cardini takes the purple chair across the back as HaTTA is being taken care of by Guy Smith, who sends him headfirst off of the metal bleachers there. And take a look at Spencer Powers again with that purple chair. And there's the cover. Count by referee Jake Stegman, only a 2 count for Guy Smith as Veronica Payne looks on. And HaTTA with headbutts to the midsection and now throwing a couple of fists to the gut as well. And Cardini trying to fight back against Spencer Powers. Oh, and it looks like HaTTA's raking the eyes of Guy Smith, perhaps. Oh, and wait a second. Spencer Powers holds off on the attempt to be thrown through the chairs. And Spencer Powers now successfully thrown through rows of chairs by the great Cardini. And HaTTA on the other side with a rake to the back of Guy Smith. The Carnival are in full control of this thing. Stephanie King not happy on one side, Veronica Payne thrilled on the other. This is wild, and Cardini with a chair to the back of Spencer Powers. I believe HaTTA just sent Guy Smith, oh, cover 2, only a 2 count. I believe HaTTA just sent Guy Smith off the wall, and there's another chair shot to the back of Spencer Powers, who was sent writhing in pain back to the ringside area as Guy Smith is thrown back in the ring by HaTTA. There's the cover by Cardini, only a 2 count. Called by referee Stegman again. Stephanie King trying to talk her game to HaTTA, also while trying to keep her distance. But now HaTTA behind Guy Smith in the ring. Oh, and HaTTA hammering away on Guy Smith with a bunch of back fists. And Spencer Powers with a suplex to Cardini on the outside of the ring. Lateral press on Guy Smith by HaTTA inside the ring, but only a 2 count. There is so much chaos happening in this Falls Count Anywhere match, and a baseball slide drop kick from the Mad HaTTA to Spencer Powers. And take a look at HaTTA with a right hand. Throwing Powers back inside of the ring as HaTTA tries to pick up his partner Cardini, because now Attitude Inc. are both in the ring. The Carnival both need to be in the ring at this point. Oh, and there's Guy Smith stomping away on HaTTA, and Spencer Powers stomping away as well, while Cardini trying to pull himself up on the apron here. And now HaTTA sent off the ropes. Double back elbow, signature maneuver from Attitude Inc. But wait a second, there's Cardini perched on the top rope. A double missile drop kick, and Cardini takes out Attitude Inc. Cardini picking the control back up for the Carnival, but Cardini has to get himself back up. Powers already pulling himself back up in the corner. And HaTtA with a running knee to Spencer Powers. And one of his own to Guy Smith. And HaTtA sent up into the outside of the ring over the top rope by Spencer Powers. But here's Cardini going for a spinning Uranagi. There's the boot in the corner. And Guy Smith picking him up into the Blue Thunder Bomb. This could be it. 1, 2 for the tag titles. Only a 2 count. Cardini able to get the shoulder up off the mat. And now Spencer Powers up to the second rope. Attitude Inc. looking to end it here. Calling for it. Hold the phone. The signature tag team maneuver that they've used to win many a tag match. But wait a second. HaTtA shoving Spencer Powers off the second rope, and he collides with Guy Smith. A miscommunication due in part to HaTtA shoving Spencer off the top rope, or off the second rope, and now a go to sleep to Spencer Powers and Guy Smith. Wait a second, Guy Smith with a huge DDT spiking HaTtA on his head. Guy Smith has used that to end many an opponent as well. But now here's Cardini with a spinning Uranagi taking out Guy Smith. And take a look at Spencer Powers on the top rope with a huge crossbody taking out Cardini. This is chaos. And Spencer Powers with a cutter. This could be it for the tag titles. 2 and 3. No! Only a 2 count. Referee Jake Stegman calls it a 2. Spencer Powers unsure of how Cardini kicked out of that one. Spencer Powers has won many matches with that, but this is a tag team encounter, and this is the Grand Wrestling Spectacle, of course. Every competitor going to be on their game for PWA's biggest show of the year. And now Cardini and Spencer Powers are going to trade right hands in the center of the ring. You can see them hammering away on each other here. And Powers going for what looked like a clothesline, but now Cardini off the old counter roll attempt into a deadlift German suplex. Beautiful maneuver. Here's the cover. 2. Wow, only a 2 count. Barely getting the shoulder up with Spencer Powers. And Stephanie King on the outside celebrating that that was a 2 count, making sure the entire crowd knows what that was. And Spencer Powers trying to pull himself back to his feet in the corner of the ring. Cardini waiting for Spencer to turn himself around, and Cardini off the ropes. But wait a second, Guy Smith wasn't expecting this. A tope suicida to the outside from the big man Cardini, and there's HaTtA with a huge step up enziguri, rope assisted by HaTtA, and now going to climb the ropes, trying to get the crowd to will him on. HaTtA to the top rope against Spencer Powers with a huge swanton bomb. HaTtA capitalizing in this matchup, but wait a second, Stephanie King's up on the apron. And wait a second, HaTtA pulls the referee away. This is no disqualifications, falls count anywhere. Stephanie's getting out of the way, but wait a second, Veronica Payne throwing Stephanie into the ring. Veronica Payne may have just sent Stephanie her death wish. And Stephanie King in the grasp of HaTtA with Sister Abigail from the Mad HaTtA. But HaTtA needs to capitalize and looking to celebrate with the fans. And HaTtA thrown to the outside of the ring off the distraction. And now Spencer Powers breaking the grasp of Cardini. And now Spencer Powers to the second rope. Hold the phone by Attitude Inc. That's going to be it. 2 and 3. Attitude Inc. retain the PWA Tag Team titles. That is right, Attitude Inc. somehow cohesively sticking together to lengthen their PWA Tag Team title reign. After this match, Attitude Inc. would go on to be the longest reigning PWA Tag Team champions in history at the time. Except today, Technicolor Wonderland still has broken and still holds the record at over 565 days as the PWA Tag Team Champions. Guy Smith and Spencer Powers celebrate their valet, Stephanie King, who has helped them through many a match. You can see Spencer Powers showing that tag team title to every single fan who will look, and you can hear the dislike and the dismay amongst the PWA fans. You see Guy Smith trash talking some fans over by the entranceway, and Spencer Powers showing himself off with Guy Smith and Stephanie King. You can hear him with that signature catchphrase, "Attitude is everything." And as Attitude Inc. make their way to the backstage area, we see the Carnival in the center of the ring after this tough loss in the opening match of the Grand Wrestling Spectacle in a Falls Count Anywhere. And HaTtA trying to tell Cardini it's all right, but Cardini's not going to take this. Cardini says it's always Stephanie King you're worried about and not the titles. Oh, and Cardini with a right hand to HaTtA. What the hell's going on here? Cardini turning on his longtime tag team partner, the Mad HaTtA. We're going to have to see the follow-up from this. Cardini moving to the backstage area off of the right hand across the jaw of the Mad HaTtA, who is now laid in the center of the ring with Veronica Payne. HaTtA doesn't know what just hit him. Veronica Payne trying to tell him exactly what just happened. And HaTtA making his way back up after coming to off the right hand. I've just been informed, ladies and gentlemen, that on our next PWA free match, we will be seeing the result of Cardini turning on HaTtA. It'll be a Nightmare on 8th Street fight. Cardini taking on HaTtA at Brawloween 2018, our next free match. I've been the analyst, Robert Leach. Be sure to check out PWA on all social media, and we'll see you next time.